In this video, I will show you how to create the sensors that have a reading that is mapped to the actual sensors. So the new sensor will be a virtual one because it's connecting or mapped to an actual reading that is connected to the sensor, an actual sensor. So we will start to log to the MasterOfThings IDE. Then, as a developer, then choose Tools and run. Select Sensor Manager. Sensor Manager will open the sensor management interface and list all the sensors in the system. So, for the sake of this demo, I will choose a site like Caesar Pay, and choose from this site the two sensors that I will be selecting a reading and map it later on in a new sensor. So for this sake, I will choose like PV total. This is, for example, I will be opening it in the view mode, and let's choose another one. And okay, let's show more entries here. Then like 999 turbo. Then okay, again show it in the view mode. Okay, when checking the sensor parameters, I will need very critical two parameters, which is a sensor ID parameter and select one of the reading that I need to map. In this example, I will select membranes out. This is for example. Okay, so I will record this two values in text editors, sensor ID and sensor reading, and which will be like. And when checking the second sensor, the second sensor ID will be 99, and I need one of the reading, and let's assume I will need outlet pressure. So I have to this. One more step need to be done before going further is that you need to confirm this sensor is cached enabled. So I need to go in edit mode and check whether it's cached or not. So I will scroll down to the check. Okay, this value is not cached, so I will check cached value and then navigate to the next step, and again scroll to the next step, and then the final one is, and then update sensors. So I will receive a successful done. Okay, this done for this sensor. And when we go to the second sensor, which is turbo, and okay, in edit mode, open it in edit mode, and check the value of the cached, and scroll down and see cached, and select cached, next, again, next, and then update sensor. Okay, receive confirmation matches. So now I have these two readings ready to create a new sensor and create two readings mapped to this one. So we'll start, click add sensor, and I will choose a name for this sensor. Let's virtual sensor demo, and sensor code, this should be an internal code, but for the sake of the demo, like let's say this three numbers, and these values can be entered related to the business logic, but let's for this demo, let's choose the same name of the site, Caesar Pay, and the readings. The best practice reading that I select the same naming convention used in the map, the actual reading. So let's say this is the first one, comma, and this is the second reading. Okay, and the third will be the reading that I need to run the equation, that will have the equation that's running based on these two previous readings. So I'd assume that's let's say it's token for the sake of demo. Okay, I can fill this information based again into the logic of my business. No need to enable cache for the sensors. Then hit next. Okay, this is the most important part, which is for a mapping reading, a virtual reading to an actual sensor, you need to make it a cache related type, and again the second reading will be again cache related, and the third one, which is I put it here when for this demo, wanted to make it an equation type because it will run equation based on this reading. So I will hit next step. Next step will show me the typical parameter for the reading. This will be a virtual reading. Maybe we don't need to enter any values here, but the most critical part that to enter is the extra parameter. Extra parameter here, this is have a naming convention for cache related type. So in the cache related type, we have a syntax that we need to follow. If it follow to create this mapping, so I will use this syntax again. Sorry, it's not copied. This is a syntax I need to follow, and let's say make it for okay. Here I will need to configure it to the actual sensor ID, which will be 893, and readings, let's have it replace. Okay, so this will be the value that I need to enter in the extra parameter value for the first reading. Regarding the second, it will be the same. I need to enter here the sensor ID. I will be map2, and need to get into the reading name that I will have to send name. Okay, sorry, this will be okay. So outlet pressure is mapped to sensor ID 999, and this is the map reading. If there is no value in the cache, I will use the default, which is 0. Then the total is a type of equation. Type of equation enable me an extra parameter that enter an equation and use the value of other reading in the same sensor. So in this example, I will use the first one. Let's say the value will be like dividing the membranes out, outlet pressure, and maybe multiply all this in a certain value like 50. This is assume this is my business logic that we will only calculate this value, and then add sensor. Your sensor has been added, and when I go to sensor management, I can see there is a new sensor added, which is a virtual under Caesar Bay. Maybe this is listed underway, and it's called VS Demo with ID entered. And if we check view, it will show this is have 3 readings. So this is a virtual sensor created and mapped to an actual reading. Thank you for watching.